local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. We appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and we cover a wide range of topics here on the show. Don't forget to download the Fox 12 Oregon app, though. That is a great way to watch live and after the fact of all the different segments and conversations that we could have on here. Today, we are going to play my conversation with Lauren Jost from Arts for Learning Northwest and Poison Waters, who most likely needs no introduction if you are from anywhere around the Portland area. Both of them are going to be taking part in the, well, Arts for Learning is putting it on. Poison Waters is taking part in the Shift Teen Fashion Design Show that is coming up. And this is all part of a program that really encourages students from around the region to be paired up with creative designers. This happens to be in the fashion world. And so we find out a little bit more about that and how it all works throughout this interview. I will say, I just want to preface this, there was some slight sound issues that happened during this interview, but should be mostly cleaned up. But I just want to let you know in case you hear some odd audio stuff going on there. That's what happened there. That's part of what happens when you're recording these things, and sometimes the tech world just doesn't cooperate. But it's otherwise a great interview, and we really appreciate both of them joining us. So without further ado, Lauren and Poison, thank you very much for being here with us today. I'm excited to talk about this event that's coming up, but I want to, also help everybody learn a little bit more about the organization as a whole and really what it all encompasses. And so, Lauren, I was hoping maybe we could start with you and just if you could tell us just about yourself and the organization in general.
Sure. So I'm the executive director of Arts for Learning Northwest. We are previously known as Young Audiences of Oregon and Southwest Washington. We've been in the community for almost 70 years doing arts education programming in our region's schools. Um, Between our artist roster program and touring performances, we have the Run for the Arts program, which is now Fun for the Arts to raise money for schools. And then also we run the Right Brain Initiative, which is an arts integration partnership with 6 local school districts. And between all of those, we serve about 55,000 students a year, connecting them with over 100 artists in our region in all different art forms to do creative projects and arts learning and community building.
Wow, I mean, 70 years of that, and that is a lot of students too.
It
Just want to
is. It
mention right
is.
there. I mean, that's pretty
Yes.
incredible. So, I mean,
Thanks.
really, connecting these students with art leaders in the community as a whole.
Yeah, I think that I mean every student deserves to have arts education in their lives. It's so important to helping us find our voices and our creativity and building connections in our community. And in addition to having regular art teachers and music teachers and drama teachers in their school, it's really important for students to also learn about the artists who live and work in their community and see that as a potential career path, but also to be able to develop relationships within the community and know like there are people out there who are celebrating my culture or who are connecting with things that I'm interested in. And one of the really exciting things about this particular program Shift is that it's our most in-depth way of connecting young people with professional mentors. So these are all professional apparel designers who are living and working in our community, and they are being partnered with small groups of high schoolers to do this professional project together, which is creating a couture upcycled runway look.
Wow. I mean, that sounds incredibly difficult just as a whole, let alone, when you're just starting out. But that's really amazing. So when I guess, and Poison, I want to ask you a question here too, in just a second. But just to clarify for everybody, when you say shift, can you just give everybody that basic rundown one more time of just what that is and what this event really encompasses?
Yeah, sure. So this program, our event that's coming up on Thursday is the final culminating event of the year. The students have been working with designers since the winter to um, interview their clients and find out about the different styles and ideas and personas of the queens that they are designing for, and then creating these incredible outfits out of all kinds of different materials. We've had in the past things made out of candy wrappers and little cupcake uh, paper cups and pull tabs and uh, plastic shopping bags, all transformed into gorgeous, one of a kind runway looks.
Amazing. Well, and Poison, being one of the obviously most visible and really famous creative leaders, in this area. How did you get involved with Shift?
So we assembled a wonderful team of local drag queens from Salem all the way up to here in Portland. And, everybody's got a different idea of what they want and their challenges. And it's worked out really well. I think the kids are so inspiring and they really welcome the challenges of dressing, a drag queen. It's not just a plain old regular dress. And then getting to use like the recycled materials amongst the other things that Lauren described. We've had blow up mattresses shredded up to look like velvet fringe. And we've had a used box of tarot cards that were holographic and really beautiful. And there's just been all sorts of things. You just can't imagine what these kids come up with to make outfits for. It's been really fantastic.
I mean, and that's just really incredible, that you can bring everybody together like that, and really to see all that come to fruition. And my kind of one of my last questions here is just how important do you think are events like this for these youth that maybe find a career path, maybe find a creative outlet, but just to get to experience something like this, seeing their work, presented with these professionals working with them as well. How important are events like this for these students?
Oh, that's so great to ask that, Greg, because I think that we're always thinking about from the young people's perspective, like what is important, what is meaningful, and this event is not just a chance to try something creative, maybe like see some potential for a professional career path, like all those things that the arts give us in terms of like young people's futures and being able to imagine and expand the possibilities for their futures. That's so important. But it's also really important to just celebrate young people for where they are right now, as young people, as learners, as people who are on the cusp of adulthood and leadership in our community. And Portland is known as being a very creative place, a very queer, vibrant, creative place where you can kind of just make things that are unusual and one of a kind, and to be able to involve young people in that culture and to celebrate it with young people and know that like that's not just keeping Portland weird. It's like getting that essence of creativity and originality and just like imagining what hasn't been yet and making it possible to get to do that with young people and celebrate them in that moment, and lift up that work that they're doing is just so important, not regardless of what they do in the future with it, but just right now to celebrate the young people that we have in our community who are every day imagining ways to make things better.
Yeah, getting, like you mentioned, right now, regardless of
Yeah.
what career path they decide to go down later on, but this is a moment for that. And Poison, one more question for you too. Being a mentor for a lot of these students, what is one piece of advice that you would give somebody out there who's just starting on maybe whatever their creative path may be?
Well, when it comes to creativity, Greg, I say you just go for it. If you can think it, you can do it. You can in your mind and just make it come out. Whether you're a vocalist, it comes out of your mouth. That you're a designer, a creative through your hands, and this is such a great opportunity for these young folks to actually be in the driver's seat. How often are you in high school and you got to be told what to do and where to go and what to do? This is all on their terms. Us drag queen models, we're just fingers crossed it fits. They get to really they'll take a little inspiration from what we give them for our design aesthetic, but they really get to pick the materials and the design and the path, the journey that they want to go, take it in the direction that they want to go. And I think it's such a wonderful opportunity at that age to be able to say, hey, here are the keys. You're in charge. Go for it. Let's see what you got. And they really do rise to the challenge. And so my advice has always just been, hey, if it's in your brain, let's get it out. I'll put it on paper, put it on the designer, on the model. Let's just make it happen.
Nice. Well, there we go. And this is something that's going to, again, coming up here for everybody to check it out. And Lauren, could you just remind everybody what's more, when, where, and how people can participate?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, please come and join us because young people don't just need this. We all need this. We all need a big party to celebrate creativity and beauty and making trash into something amazing. So come join us Thursday night. We're going to be at the Crystal Ballroom, and the show doors open at 7. And we just cannot wait to have our whole community there to lift up these young people and celebrate all of the creativity that's here in our community.
Well, Lauren and Poison, thank you both very much for having time to talk to me about this. And congrats to all of these students who've worked so hard and are going to get to have their celebration and event there coming up. And everybody can go check it out. Thanks for being here on Fox 12 Now.
Thanks
Thank
so much.
you.
All right. And again, thank you to everybody for joining us here for Fox 12 Now. We are live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, so I appreciate everybody who is joining in on that. And don't forget to go to the Fox 12 Oregon app, and these segments will go up there afterward as well for another way to watch them and share them. But that's it for right now. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.